This is going to be a very, very quick video to tell you about a product called a butterfly bandage, or a Steri Strip, S-T-E-R-I. Now what you're looking at is an injury. Today I fell on a sidewalk, went into a metal grate area where a tree trunk was, and slammed this area against the metal piece. And when I got home, the inside of the jeans were filled with blood. But everything was sealed up. Everything was fine. I was in massive amounts of pain. The bone over here is really... I'm lucky I didn't hurt myself. Well, I'm lucky I didn't break my shin bone. I'm lucky I did not break my wrists or my fingers. I'm expecting this... where is that finger? I'm expecting this nail maybe to turn black and blue tomorrow because I slammed my camera into this as I dropped down. So let's get back to the product. Steri Strip. A lot of times when you go in the hospital now, when you go in the ER, when you hurt yourself, they don't like to, if they don't have to stitch you up, stitches leave a scar, they leave a little bump. If it's deep enough, they'll stitch you up. But now they've got so many cool products. They've got these crazy glue type of sealants that will go into the gap, the wide cut, and fill it up and seal everything so they don't have to use a bandage. And they've also got these things that have been around for years called Steri Strips Butterfly bandages. This comes in a package. This package I bought at the local store. Most stores don't carry these. You go to the bandage area, very few stores will carry butterfly strips. So you can pick it up on Amazon. I'll leave an affiliate link. 3M makes them, and a bunch of other companies. Everybody should have these in their house. This cut was dried up. It was hurting, but everything was dry. And I was worried. I wanted to clean it up, so I got out the peroxide. There's a video I posted if you want to watch that gruesomeness of me cleaning it. But I got out the peroxide, I cleaned it up, and then after I did that, it did not want to stop bleeding. It bled and bled for hours and hours. Every time I would move, it would, the top part was clotted, the bottom part kept breaking open. I couldn't figure out why. So I went into a room with some really bright lights and looked, and what was going on is the bottom part over here was separating, and you could see the blood kind of like pulsing, going through the vein. You could see it's kind of like bubbling a little bit. And what that told me is this is a really deep cut. Not in this area, but over here. And when you look at the video that I just posted of the injury, it's just a tiny little itty-bitty cut. But when I cleaned it up, all of a sudden, this whole area down here was separated. And it would not, if I'd sit down, it would dry, and then I'd move around, and it would separate again. I bought butterflies years ago. Years and years ago, I cut my finger with a knife. And I remembered butterflies. I wrapped my finger up. It was bleeding, wrapped it up, went into the local store with it all bandaged up, and they had butterflies, and I took them out of the box in the parking lot and put the butterflies over the cut, and it stopped bleeding immediately, absolutely immediately. In a cut like this, and that was a very fine, long cut. This is a wide cut, and you can see these are kind of a hassle. This bottom one, this one over here is kind of resting in on the wound and the blood, so I'm worried when I take that off, it might break it open a little bit. But that's okay, because what it's done is it pulled the skin together, and when the skin gets pulled together, so that's the idea, you put, ow, man, this whole area is just tender as can be. Wow. Right there, right there, right there. Oh, boy. I'm very lucky it's not broken. So the idea is that you put one of these pieces over here, and you squeeze the wound together, and you put the tape on. I don't know how the professionals do it. But you put it on, and it closes. It kind of squeezes the wound together and allows it to clot deeper inside and stops. That's the whole point. I wasn't able to stop the clotting. I wasn't able to get it to clot below. On the top, it was clotting, and the minute I'd move my leg around, it would break open and start pulsating and popping out more blood. So I put on these butterflies, and within The minute both of these were on, that was it. Everything was fine. It's not bleeding now. I don't know what's going to happen when I get in the shower tomorrow. I know you're supposed to change your bandages every day. For me, I think I need to leave this alone for a couple days just to let everything inside clean up and dry out. Steri strips, why am I doing this video? Not to be gruesome. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. Buy Steri strips. And I'm not doing this to put a link on there, even though I'll make some money if you buy the stupid thing. Even though I'll make some money if you buy it. Everybody should own butterfly strips. I keep a couple boxes in the house now for an occasion like this. And the last time I cut myself was, I don't cut myself. I don't cut myself with knives. But the times that I have cut myself, these things have saved me every time. So you go in the store, you can buy a box of about 8 of these things or a little package of 4 and 4 for maybe $3 or $4. On Amazon, you can buy the longer ones, the half-inch, what are they, like half-inch by 4-inch. Those are really long. So the idea behind that is they're a better strip, and they grab over here, and they grab over here, and they're good. They pull the skin together and allow you to heal. So I'm not saying you should follow this medical advice, but I think over the night it probably would have been fine if I would have put a bandage on there and pulled it together. But I don't have all that tape. I don't have all that stuff. Hydrogen peroxide cleaned it out and made it worse. I don't have hydrosporin or whatever, polysporin. Most people don't keep that stuff at home because you buy it and you don't use it, and 2 years later you throw it out. What are you going to do? Buy it and buy it and buy it. So I don't have any of that stuff. My bandage, I've had it for a couple of years. I'll probably go out and buy some more because these are something that everybody should keep in their house. And make sure you replace them every couple of years because after a while, the little adhesive on the thing is not you're going to pull off the cover, and the adhesive's not going to stick to your skin, and you're going to go, oh, this is kind of useless. Buy these things, Steri strips, butterfly bandages. I don't know what else they call them. You click the link, you'll see. Do a search online, you'll see these things. This, literally, after 6 hours of this thing bleeding on and off, and tears in my eyes for half of it. Buy these things. That's all I can say. This is something everybody should own.